Hello. This video will walk you through how to complete the All About Me athlete page. All right, so what we can see on the screen right in front of us is the instructions for the athlete page assignment. Okay, so there's a couple steps here that are going to give us the instructions that we need in order to complete the project. So step number one is we are asked to create a new page in our All About Me program called athlete.html. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just do that first. So what I have done is I've gone out and I've logged into CodeHS. Okay, you can use your school login to log into CodeHS. Then you go to your sandbox. Okay, and once you select your sandbox, then all of the programs that you've created so far in class will be available to you. You want to click on your All About Me program. Now once you click on it, it'll open up. Okay, and this will be the familiar setup. We have our pages on the left-hand side of our screen, the coding in the middle of the screen, and our test area over on the right-hand side of the screen. Okay, so remember, so far this school year, we've added 4 pages to our All About Me program. Okay, we added our index page, our recipe page, interest page, and our movie page. Okay, now what we are being asked to do is to add a new page and call it athlete.html. So what we need to do is we need to come over here on the left-hand side of our screen, and there will be a button above all the other pages that we've created. It'll say New Plus. Click the New Plus button. Okay, and then there will be 3 options. It'll say Folder, File, and Upload. You want to select File. This is where we put in the name of the page. So here we would type athlete.html. Okay, it's very important that after the word athlete, you type .html. Once you have that, you'll click the blue Add File button. All right. If there is any code here in the middle section, you see how mine is blank? If there's anything in there, get rid of it. Okay, select it and use the backspace key to get rid of all that information. If there is any, yours might appear blank as well. All right, so the first thing that we need to do on every single web page is we need to put in our basic tags. Okay, so I'm going to put in the basic tags rather quickly. If you're following along at home, pause the video, okay, as needed, okay, to add the tags for your page. Okay, you can always pause and rewatch sections of this video if I go too fast. Okay, so the first thing I put in is my doc type tag. And I will put in my HTML tags. Okay, notice how CodeHS puts in the closing tags for me. Then I will put in my head tag, my title tag. Okay, now the title for this page, we're just going to say athlete. Okay, click to the right of your closing title tag and put in your style tags. Now we're not ready to add anything there yet, but we will eventually. Okay, and then you'll want to click to the right of your closing head tag, hit enter, and put in your body tags. Okay, we save it. Okay, and now the next thing that we need to do is we need to come over here to the left-hand side of our screen and select index. Okay, our index is our home page because you see this little icon over here, the circle with the triangle inside of it. That means that this is set as your home page. So every time we run our test area over here, it'll automatically go to our home page. Okay, so if your home page is not set to the index page, maybe you have your home page set to interest for whatever reason. When I hit run, there it shows me my interest page. That's not where I want it to be. You need to click to the left of the I in index to set it as the home page. So now when I run, it takes me to the home page. All right, so after you have that done, you will select index.html. All right, and notice along the top, there are the links to all the other pages that we've created so far in class. What you need to do is you need to find the last link, the coding here in the middle section. Okay, so for me, my last link is movies, and I can see line number 10 of my coding is where the code is for that link. I'm going to click to the right of that last line of code, hit enter, and I'm going to type the following to add in a link to my newly created athlete page. I'll do less than sign, letter A, space href equals quotation mark athlete.html. Now it's important, extremely important, absolutely necessary that what you type here is in perfect agreement with what you have over here. if I have a capital A here and a lowercase a here, it will not work. And you have to get the .html in your coding as well for you to be able to go to that page using the link. It has to be exactly the same. After the quotation mark, we need to close our opening tag with the greater than sign. And then in between our greater than sign and our less than sign, we will type athlete. Okay? We save it, we run it, and we click on athlete, and it takes us to a blank page. And it's blank because we don't have any content there yet. But this is a good sign. This means that my athlete link is working. Okay. After you have the link in place, come back over to the left-hand side of your screen and click on the athlete page. Make sure that it is highlighted in blue. All right. So now we're going to begin to work in the body section of this web page. We're going to go back to our instructions. Okay, because we've done step number 1. We've really done step number 2 where we're creating the basic tags for this page. Okay, and it says this is going to be about our favorite sports athlete. Okay, maybe you're not that big into sports. Just choose any athlete. Okay, we all know at least one athlete from our day-to-day lives. You can choose them. Okay, step number 3. What do we need to have here? Okay, it says we must have a heading, an image of the athlete, 3 paragraphs about the athlete in our own words, and a 4x3 table with a heading row and his or her accomplishments. Okay, so let's take this one step at a time. The first thing it says is a heading. So let's add that. Okay, inside the body tags, you'll want to use an H1 tag to add a heading. All right, so for me, I'm just going to type athlete name. Now you would want to replace that with the athlete that you chose. Maybe you choose LeBron James. Maybe you choose Michael Phelps. Maybe you choose Simone Biles. Whoever you choose, you will put their name in between the H1 tags. I'm going to save it, run it, click athlete. In there, I see athlete name, so I have my heading. That's good. I'm going to hit enter one time after my closing H1 tag. And the next thing I need is an image of the athlete. Okay. So now, below my H1 tag, I'm going to put in the following. Less than sign, IMG space SRC equals quotation marks. Okay. This is our image tag. IMG SRC equals quotation mark. Okay, so then we need to go out and we need to open a new tab. Okay, in this new tab, we're going to do a Google image search. Okay, here, I'm just going to search for athlete. Okay, lots of athletes here. So maybe I would choose this photo right here, the first search result. I would click it, okay, and then I would click it again. Now, you would obviously want to do this with your individual athlete that you chose. You would want to search for LeBron James, Michael Phelps, Simone Biles, and get a photo of them. Okay? Once you have the photo open on a web page, you would right-click on it. Okay? And then you would do copy image address. Copy image address. You got to select this one right here, copy image address. You click it. Okay, and then you come back into CodeHS, and you're going to paste it inside of the quotation marks. We paste inside the quotation marks. Okay. So now, after the quotation marks, I would suggest that you type the following. It's not necessary, but I would highly, recommend it. After the quotation marks, I would type style equals quotation marks again, the word width, colon, and then maybe 300 pixels. Okay. Move to the right of your quotation mark and use a greater than sign to close your image tag. Okay, we're going to save it. We're going to run it. We go to athlete, and there is the photo that we've added for our page. Okay, so now we have our heading, we have our image. What's next? 3 paragraphs about the athlete in our own words. Okay, so what we would do is we would come back in, we would click enter after to make a blank line of code, and what we would use for this would be our p tags. Okay, and inside the P tags, this is where we would type out, where you will type out your first paragraph about your athlete. Okay, these you need to type something about your athlete. Must be 3 sentences. Okay, what you could maybe type about would be maybe their high school career or maybe their college career. Okay, that would be the first paragraph. Then you would come down after you have your 3 sentences. You would do another set of P tags, and this is where you will type your second paragraph. Maybe you want to talk about their professional career, okay? Or maybe you want to talk about something else. It's totally up to you. Okay, once again, it has to be 3 sentences long. Okay, they don't need to be long sentences, but we need to have 3 sentences about that athlete that you've chosen. Okay, and then once again, you'll do another set of P tags. And here, this is where you will type your third paragraph about your athlete. Okay, must be 3 sentences once again. Maybe you talk about their personal life. What do they do outside of their sport? Have they contributed to their community? You know, anything that you want, as long as it relates to the athlete, can be in those paragraphs. Okay, you will use the P tags in order to write them. So I'm going to save it. I will run it. Athlete. Okay, and then there's where the paragraphs would actually appear. Okay, now yours would be actual content of things that you've written about the athlete. Okay, so we have our 3 paragraphs. Now we need to insert our table. Okay, and step number 4, it tells us what our table can look like. Okay, award, the year they won the award, okay, the age when they won the award, or your choice. You can put something else into that third column if you want to. It's totally up to you. All right, so let's go back, and in CodeHS, let's begin to insert this table. Okay, so immediately below the third set of P tags, we're going to type the following tags. Okay, table, greater than sign. Notice how CodeHS put in my closing table tag for me. You have to have both. Okay, and then we're going to do a TR tag. Then inside the TR tags, we'll do TH tag. Okay, and the first table header was award. We'll click to the right of the closing TH tag and hit enter. Another TH tag, and we're going to say the year that they won it, year 1. Okay, another set of TH tags, and then here I'm going to do age when won. How old were they when they won this award? Okay, I'm going to save it. I'm going to run it. Okay, and then there is the beginning of my table. There's the table headers. Now there's no border around it yet. We're going to add that later, but you need to have this information down here at the bottom of the page at this point. Okay, so that's the first row of our table. Okay, now you're going to click to the right of your closing table row tag, and you're going to do another table row tag, okay, to add the second row to the table. Here you would use a table data tag, and you would type award number 1, okay? Maybe it was an MVP award. Who knows, okay? You need to put an actual award for this athlete that you've chosen. Okay, TD tag, maybe they won this award in 2010. Okay, just an example. Another TD tag. Okay, maybe they were 22 when they won that first award. Okay, I'm going to click to the right of my closing table row tag and do another table row tag. Another set of TD tags, and this will be award number 2. Okay, you know, maybe they Olympic gold. Maybe they won an Olympic gold medal. Okay, I'll click to the right, hit enter, another TD tag, and maybe they won this in 2013. Okay, TD tag, they would have been 25. These are just examples, guys. Make sure that you're putting in actual awards for the athlete that you've chosen. I don't want to see award number 1, MVP 2010, 22, you know, award number 2, Olympic gold 2013, 25 in your table. Okay, you're going to lose points if you do that.